So now let's have a look at some of the navigation tools available in AutoCAD. So in AutoCAD you need to use a 3-button mouse with left click, right click and a scroll wheel for accessing the navigation tools. And in order to select or in order to activate any command, you need to select it from the corresponding tab and panel. So simply go to that command and left click and the command will now be activated. And once the command is active, you'll notice that its name and also the instruction will be visible on the command line, and also the cursor will change into this point selection cursor or into a pick box which is similar to this. So when you select the corresponding command, it will return to this either pick box or point selection cursor, and also the name of command will be active. In order to exit this, simply press the escape key. You can press escape multiple times also if you want, so that will not make any change to the drawing. And now in order to zoom in and zoom out from the drawing, you simply need to rotate the mouse wheel. So here we have these 3 objects. Let's say that we want to zoom into this area of the drawing on the lower left of this rectangle. For that, simply bring your cursor to the lower left of this rectangle and now rotate the mouse wheel. And when you rotate the mouse wheel, it will zoom in, and when you rotate it in the opposite side, it will zoom out, and the center of zoom will be the point where you put your cursor. So in this case, if I move my cursor to the top of this triangle, it will take this point as the center of zoom, and we can zoom in and zoom out like this. In order to pan this drawing or move this drawing in the drawing area, simply press and hold the mouse key and the cursor will change into this hand, and now you can move it in the drawing area like this. You can also access these navigation tools directly from the navigation bar. So here we have this pan tool. Simply select it. Now you'll be able to move it or pan it in the drawing. And in order to use the zoom tools, simply select this small arrow right under the zoom extents tool, and we have multiple options for zoom. So you can select any of these options. For example, in this case, the zoom extents is selected as default. So if you select zoom extents, the drawing will fit completely in the area provided. So wherever our drawing is, it hardly matters. When you select the zoom extent, it will fit in provided space. Also, we have some other options like this zoom window, which can be used for zooming on a particular object. For example, in this case, let's say that we want to zoom into this circle. Simply make a window around the circle and the circle will be brought into perspective. It will be zoomed in the current workspace. We also have some other options like zoom previous, that will return to the previous state of zoom, and also one of the option here, this zoom object. So select the zoom object, click on the object, and that object will be brought in the complete area of the drawing. In a similar way, you can also access all of these options according to your requirement or the requirement of a specific drawing. We can also access the 3D orbit tool, and using the 3D orbit tool, you can see this drawing from X, Y and Z axis. So currently we are able to see this drawing from X and Y axis or from the top view only, that you can see here with the top view. But in order to see it from the 3 axis, or if you want to see the height of this drawing as well, simply go to this orbit tool from the navigation bar, select the orbit tool and now orbit your drawing just like this. And now you'll notice that the triangle is actually a 3D shape with a certain height here also. So you can orbit the drawing to see it. We also have another orbit option, which is free orbit, that is useful for viewing our drawing more freely in different axes, and you learn about these tools in much better way in our 3D course. So let's press escape key, and now if you want to access the same tool using the mouse, you can do that as well. Simply press and hold shift key, then press the mouse wheel, and now instead of pan, that will convert it into this orbit tool, and now you can orbit the drawing in the free space. In order to return back to the original condition, simply click on the top of this view cube, and here we have it, the default configuration. Although the angle is not correct, that we can also correct using this small arrow here. So in this way we can navigate in our AutoCAD drawings.